taxi recapitalization would credit someone in writing off a brand new taxi yet converted panel van. Do you think that is fair to such a family? Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you very much, Honorable Hunsinger. I had offered Honorable Stolle without him raising a hand, a space. Now I'm considering withdrawing it if he doesn't take it now.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson, and greeting to Honorable Mkwewana and the team. First of all, we want to thank her for the information that he provided to us, because now we have an information and then we understand actually the frustration that the people are counting outside there. But my question to our public protector is that because in 2005, the department the Toyota were aware that there's this illegally panel van actually challenges. And then on 2009, the department was aware that there is that again the panel van that is in our industry. Now what I'm trying to check, and then the NLCS again failed to take step for those panel van. Now I'm just trying to highlight those three, because both of them, they fail to protect our people who are using the taxis, and then again they do fail to protect our transport owners, because some of them bought those panel van without having an idea what is happening in the Toyota industry. Now what I'm trying to check from the public protector, who's supposed to take a responsibility on this on this illegal selling of panel van? Because the department says they are aware about it in 2009, and the public protector gets the complaint in 2012, and then the public protector act after that, but there was no action before the public protector act. So I'm trying to check who's supposed to carry a responsibility, who's supposed to be charged on this illegally selling of panel van. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, colleagues. PP, I'm sure you have picked up the questions. I would just want to add on one or two comments and one question from me so that we can give you and your team an opportunity to respond. Now, the first one is purely clarity, slightly linked to what Honorable Hunsinger said about conversions of ambulances. Now, all the time we're talking about Toyota. My understanding is that you limited your investigation based on the complaint by the respective complainant. Therefore, there could not have been any investigation you conducted with Nissan or whoever else could have converted vehicles. I want to check if my assumption is correct on that one. The second one is, I'm not sure to what extent you are monitoring the implementation of your remedial action or requirements. Are you getting enough report back? Should there be any action taken by those you are directed to do so? Are there any actions being considered? as we continue with ours that we are going on. Those will be my two comments, maybe slight question, the first one, and I will leave it to you, PP, to respond to where you can to these questions. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable members, for your comments. I think other comments, I will commit that we can send the written submission to assist you in the investigation and consultation with the other stakeholders. And I would also indicate or request either the chief operating officer or the investigator concerned, especially there's a matter relating to the issue of the time we took during the process in finalizing the matter. So, Honorable McDonald, thank you for the your contribution, and indeed that's how we felt as the public protector team. And I would also say that engaging the complainant, Mr. Henny Dipier, will also help a lot for the committee, because he was working in a banking industry, and he also has all the other evidence which will help, especially when you are going to hold the financial institutions and the MIBs to account, because that evidence is there with him, and it will help you a lot. So, and indeed, these institutions should be taking accountability as far as the losses which were faced by these families and the commuters and the business people, because also there's a lot of very touching stories of various families or the business or those who had who were taxi owners, and some of them had to return the taxis whilst waiting for, in fact, there was an issue of some of them were impounded, and there was never a time where they would be assisted to either do the retrofit or even replace that, and some of them lost sources of income. But then indeed, these retrofitted taxis still, in the report, I'm not sure whether we put some of the pictures of how these accidents, when that taxi is involved in an accident, it becomes like it's just shattered, and you know, it's very rare to even find somebody surviving, or if a person survives, that person will be very much injured or will even be paralyzed. So that's the damage which was caused by these taxis. And indeed, the issue that the credit regulator, surely that will help as the portfolio committee to take them on, because that is also encouraging to protect the public, because these people were put in the situation by the very same banks and by the very same dealers where they procured these vehicles. So I think clearing their names will assist a lot. But also I think the committee can also check with them, because RAF falls within the portfolio committee's mandate. Also, if they can also provide their report of the accidents which occurred during this particular period, and the monies which were paid by the state to those who have claimed any cost, because that will then be compared to what the state has lost and to what those who can be held to account needs to pay. Honorable Hansinga, I think the issue...
Okay, if I may, sorry, just half a minute. If you could pick up those things you think you really need to respond to, But I think your suggestion to put it in writing assists us, because we then have got something to refer to on your responses. But if you can use the last few minutes to just make general comments where you would like to on other things that, but others, if you could help us in writing, we'll appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chairperson. Indeed, my team is listening and we will indeed deal with them, especially Honorable Hansinga, your questions and the referral to the various pages of the report. It will help us to go through the report and also provide the responses in details, and also give you even evidence which we relied on, because that will also help you as the portfolio committee in that particular aspect. So the issue of who is liable, indeed, it's a huge question which, as the portfolio committee, you have within your mandate, because indeed Toyota South Africa, remember, they also benefited. I mean, when their sales were skyrocketing, and again, check that against the benefits which accrued to them, and the issue of their SARS-related payments, because, I mean, those vehicles are imported as panel vans, but then they will then be sold after being converted, and that will also be an issue which needs to be looked into. But then in my closing is that the remedial actions are implemented, but then we will also indicate where we find gaps, because as the portfolio committee, you hold the executive to account, and we will indicate which other aspects which are not moving with speed. And I think we will also deal with the issue of the 40,000, which some of them are still on the roads. And I think the issue of SIU, which is one which I will request the honorable members to maybe check with them on the progress, though we've also followed up with them on the matter. I will take this opportunity with my team to say thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. And we're looking forward to working closely with the portfolio committee, because including that Muloto corridor, we will appreciate your intervention because it affects the public, and it's all about Exwell. That road has killed so many people, and I think your intervention will also be part of your legacy on changing the status quo, because that matter has been pending for a very long time. Thank you so much, honorable members. We thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you very much, PP and your team. And once more, I want on behalf of the committee to appreciate the time you have taken, the effort you have made. We can hear from your presentation the passion you have for this matter and your work. Again, as I said, to bring such a high-powered delegation with you is an indication that I don't want us to take lightly, because yes, there are institutions that will think that portfolio committees ourselves should not be taken seriously. But I think your example is showing that this is the right thing to do. We truly appreciate it, and we truly hope this is not the last interaction on this matter. And on the other one of Muloto, as you've said, as the time comes, we will certainly come to your office. And but on this one, I think there's so much more. I hope your door will still be open so that we can further engage to make sure that we truly deal with this thing once and for all. So with those words, I want to say a big thank you to you and the team. We truly appreciate it. And we will just wrap up, and you are more than welcome, should you want to exit the meeting, to do so. Thank you once more.
Thank you, Chairperson. Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Colleagues, there it is. and the bells are ringing, I'm going to propose that we defer the minutes to tomorrow if we'll find the time. We are seeing NRCS tomorrow. I hope I'm representing you well, colleagues. Are we in agreement?
Second that recommendation, Chairperson.
I'm saying I'm proposing that we defer the minutes that we have of our previous meeting with the RTMC they are very brief, but I just don't want us to squeeze the time too much. I know that Honorable Hunsinger, with his tie on, is looking forward to his debate. So my suggestion is that we defer the meetings and adjourn the meeting. Are we in agreement?
Thank you, Chairperson. We are in agreement.
We are in agreement, Chair. We're in agreement.
Thank you so much to the team and everybody. The meeting stands adjourned. Thank you very much, Ms. Carlos.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, PP. Thank you very much for your presentation. Thank you, Chairperson, and thank you, Ms. Carlos.
The meeting stands adjourned.